Hey guys, it has been a very, very long time since I've done a video. I know I did one back in January and February at my new house, and here we are. You can see I got some episode 1 stuff set up for its 15th anniversary. And then here's some of my vintage stuff, along with the micro collection and some Jurassic Park stuff from the first film, and yeah, still setting up some of the shelves, and I still got one more thing to move out of the room, this random fireplace. So we're getting there, as we can say. But I did want to wrap up one review on something, and it's the 2010 Toys R Us exclusive all-terrain armored and transport, also known as the AT-AT. This is the third and pretty much final video of it. There is one thing missing. I was hoping between last time I covered this I'd pick up a snow trooper for it, a modern one, which would be kind of cool to mix in with an original one from 1980, but I just haven't gotten around to do it. So here it is set up, just towering vehicle here, and it's just so cool that you wouldn't even want to play with it. It's just too nice. Hasbro, for a company that makes toys and has them sold in Kmart's and whatnot. I mean, this is just in a Toys R Us. I mean, this is just top notch right here. As you can see, I got an original Rebel Soldier there from the 80s, original AT-AT driver from the 80s, and a Haas Snow Trooper from the 80s too. Kind of difficult to find because a lot of them are yellowed, and sooner or later I'll probably replace him too. You can't really see the wear, but he's got a little bit wear on his helmet, but nothing to really harm this video. And I color code them too, so I know which stands go with my Empire Strikes Back stuff from the 80s. And you got an AT-AT Commander. First off, before I show you all the features, speaking of this being a really nice piece, the plastic is very hollow. So on some of the hinges there are stress marks, not from me of course, but from Hasbro. So regarding this being a kid's toy and going for that range, I wouldn't buy this for a kid. I know they make the Power of the Force 2 AT-AT Walker, which is molded from the 1981 version, and I think the last time they used that mold was probably 2005, so around the time of Revenge of the Sith. So I would pick up that one because it's much more durable. This is too much of quality just for dioramas, and I feel like it's not really meant for play, especially this. This is like rubber that could be easily cut. So anyways, going into it, just the detail on it is just astounding. It's got the braces or the supports for the legs. I'll tell you what this is for a minute. That's just really awesome, that whole thing. But one thing I'm going to do, I'm going to power it up. So let's power it up. So it's powered up. I'm opening up the inside. So here is the inside of the walker. You could actually stand, sorry about that, I was just trying to focus this in, but you could actually stand some of your troops on here. Now, the pegs aren't obviously for the stuff from the 80s, but definitely for the modern figures, and that's why I was hoping to have a modern not stormtrooper, snow trooper, and whatnot standing there. But in the meantime, just for you guys, I will stand a Rebel Commander here and a Scout Walker, just so you get an idea. I mean, you just can't get any cooler than that. I mean, this is just really cool, and I'm just going to take these out of the way. So bear with me if my camera is not focusing on it. So just something really awesome here that I, you know, that you can't beat. Just seeing that. You know, they did the ladder here. This pulley system actually comes out, so you could lower your troops. Just super cool. And then there's a dial that actually lowers it back in. I'm not going to do it all the way up. And then this is my favorite. This is actually, you'll see in a second. This is actually the scene in the movie where Luke gets pulled up, and I just thought this was brilliant on Hasbro's part. You could actually raise the figure up if I was going to clip Luke on here. And that knot for it is so it doesn't get stuck. And then under here, there's a hatch too, so when you would open this and have the pulley system come up, which I just think is brilliant. And the other side opens the same way as this side with the latch flapping down so you can put figures on. And then here's another really cool feature that I thought. I think this is like expanded universe. Snow speeder, and there's little screens back there which you can't really see, which has some decals on it, which were actually kind of cool for this piece because they're very tight spaces on here. So the decals are made out of like a material that kind of reminded me of what you would stick on the windows, like one of those like peel off kind of decals that you would put on your windows for the holidays, which I kind of thought what it felt like applying these on. Like, you know, I had to move them a couple of times and they didn't crease or anything. So I think that was very intentional on Hasbro's part, since they knew this was going to be a difficult thing to assemble. And these open up too, which I think is awesome. And then you got your and as you've seen on every other YouTube video, you got your sounds. And then here, sorry, this is all crazy, but you got your head here, which I'll fix later on. And then here's the inside of the cockpit. Really spacious. And then you got your, where's the button? Oh, right here.
Rebel forces spotted. Preparing attack vectors.
So that's the cockpit. And then over here is the little visor where the troops can look in, which I thought was really cool because the Walker from the 80s and the Power of the Force 2 one that I had was decals. So I really liked how Hasbro used less of the decals for this piece, and they've done that for the Vintage Collection, and it's sad that the Vintage Collection has now been discontinued. I thought it was a great Hasbro line. I hope, you know, Hasbro comes back to something like this because it was just an awesome line from Star Wars. Probably one of the best that I've seen. People may not disagree with me here, but it was probably one of the best since Episode 1, in my opinion, just because of the quality of it and, you know, the features that you got with your money. And this was on eBay, $200, free shipping. So for the $200, I know it's pricey, but it was definitely worth it. I mean, the durability with the legs, you know, the hollow body, I'm not scared of, but I feel like it's not strong enough for play. But it was worth it for diorama and, you know, moving around. I feel like, you know, that won't really hurt it. And not having to worry about decals and, you know, the missiles fire also, and rotate 360. So, yeah, for this piece, you know, definitely a piece you should pick up. You know, this was like a 3 or 4 part review I had to do for it because it was just so large. But yeah, just a great piece, and that's the driver that came with it. Comes with no weapons. So if you want to get an AT-AT, but you want to have the vintage packaging, either Return of the Jedi or Empire Strikes Back, I would go with this. The only difference with Return of the Jedi is it has the Endor mud on it. But if you want the snow scene, you could go for this. I'm assuming the other piece is just as great as this. It just has a different camo deco on it. But pick it up. Awesome quality. Great for dioramas. And that's all I have to say. And stay tuned to other videos that I have to wrap up. And I'm sorry I've been delaying. So we'll be back. Thank you.